Wow. Wow. I was blown away when I saw this news. And yeah, there's a lot of people quite upset in Raid Shadow Legends. We got some drama for all the Raid Shadow Legends mamas. How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Hi, Ozark, Shadow King, whatever you might be. Well, if you're a new player, let me tell you, it might be great in the Empire today, but it's great to be a new Raid Shadow Legends player. A lot of people are mad with the recent announcement that just happened today, where the fusion that people are chasing for, spending their resource, some people spending money for, they're flat out giving it away for free in Raid Shadow Legends to new players. Let's go talk about everyone. I guess since new players are getting everything, hey, if you're gonna start the game over again, or you're just starting for the first time, use my link down below, scan the QR code. I got 4 amazing champions to give away. Tagore right away, Ugo at level 15, recently just added to my link is Fane, and Deacon Armstrong at level 40. Amazing champions, but not as amazing as these new player promo codes. As you guys know, when you're a new player, you come to Raid, one of the key fundamental things you got to do, look for whatever promo codes are going around, because your first 24 hours are the most delicate, most impactful, most important times of Raid, because you get a free legendary, and it always kind of rotates what's going on. We'll go over the current ones and also the new one that happened in your first 24 hours. You would type in a promo code, and it's a way, an incentive to get new players into the game. We're going to talk about the importance of that. But as you know, today starts the fusion for, well, this brand new dwarf right here. Looks pretty cool. We're going to go over some, general stuff about him right now. Initial looks on him. Really cool stuff. Was really excited about him. The past 2 fusions have been, they've been all right. Nothing, crazy. But some people are saying this is going to be like a Thor level character for Hydra. Things of that nature. Well, like, I got to work hard for this. I got to, use my resources. Maybe I'll spend a few of grandma's dollars. But they're giving this guy straight up for free for new players, and, well, a lot of veteran players not all that happy. This feels like a kick in the nuts. Well, if you are a new player, you are being treated like royalty lately. If you use this code Demon Slayer in your first 24 hours, you are just going to straight up get this champion for free. That's it. Only for new players. And a lot of people are upset about this. Does this mean his multipliers are trash? Some people are saying he's gonna be like a Thor level and Hydra. He seems to be really good, but is he better than some of the other freebies? We'll talk about that. And then we got a lot of different takes, and I'll share mine here in a second. I'm not defending or siding with anyone, just trying to give a possible reason why this is happening, from a lot of players who joined Raid due to Monster Hunter, Asgard, or Alice collabs. Many of them had legitimate complaints that they were attracted to join because of these collabs. Like, imagine, like I said, hey, Mad Hatter's in, Raid Shadow Legends. Well, if you came in 1 week in to the fusion for Mad Hatter, you're not getting Mad Hatter. Right, it kind of feels like a little bit of a deception, a little bit like, hey, I came to this game for this character and you're telling me I can't get it. Not a feel good feeling. So I think this is definitely one solid reason. Other joins after the fusion is midway, and that's exactly what I just said. Midway or finished, don't even get a chance. The other champs are locked behind shard poles or deck of fate, which they don't have enough resources for. The new player code solves that problem to let people who would be attracted to join because of the collab. It's not really a collab, but attracted because of a particular character. Like, I always would do promos saying, hey, this month in Raid, Mad Hatter, you can get him. Well, if you're a week late, you can't really get him, right? You got to be there right away, and you have to have the resources. This is also another point that I wanted to bring up. These are like all points that are coming to my mind. Like, dude, like, we're on the same wavelength. Personally, I don't care that they're giving this away for free, because I have my own reasons, as I'll say in a second. But the problem that I have too, it doesn't feel good when I got to work for all this stuff and people are getting it for free, but it's more, there's really not a lot of good promo codes for existing players. There's PP500, which I believe I used it a while ago. I made a video on it a while ago. PP500 is a promo code. I believe there's another one. Give me a second. I know I have another one here somewhere. PP500, and there's also, what's one is this? Game Leap as well. I think I've used both of them, actually. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure I used Game Leap. Pretty sure I used that one, but those are available for current players. Let me just type it up. You have Game Leap. I think I've already used it. Yeah, I already used it. Then PP500. Yeah, already used those. So I can't use them again, but they're not really anything amazing. I think that's the biggest problem that a lot of people are having. They feel left out. The promo codes for existing players, once you're in the game, they got you, right? They don't got to work too hard to keep you around, right? That's probably the mentality people are feeling in regards to all that. And this is another thing. You can do the fusion, a new player can't. They give the new player a chance to participate in coalition events. What's the problem? And that's the other thing too. And this is the point that I have. I'm not particularly bothered with it. I think it would have been easier to go over a lot of people if it happened, a little bit later, not immediately when the event just started. I think that's the thing. Like, I don't think if this happened to be 3, 4, 5 months down the line, I don't think you would get some rumblings about it, just like we also have the promo code for Tahana Rock. She's a banger. And a lot of people are like, man, I don't even have her. I wish I could have her. And they gave her away for free. She still can be given away for free. Here's my opinion on the matter. Again, I don't care too much about it. It bothers me a little bit, but I'm not like mad about it. The thing that's you got to keep in mind, I mean, it's kind of a dichotomy a little bit. Look at the real life here. In our real world, people cherish, newborn babies, children, the youth. Why? Because they are the future. It really is. And if you're not having new children come into the world, well, that means a dynasty dies or a bloodline dies or the collapse of civilization as we know it. Well, how does that relate to Raid? Games like Raid Shadow Legends, mobile games, these free-to-play mobile games, it is imperative you constantly have new blood coming into the game. It goes for Raid Shadow Legends, Marvel Strike Force, or the other game I play on my main channel, Galaxy of Heroes. If you don't have new players coming, the game's gonna die. Plain and as simple as that. You don't have new players coming in, that means new spenders aren't coming in. You're not gonna get any more new retention into the game. Really, mobile games are made and broken by how many new players are coming in, and of course, how many people are spending as a result of it. Because you can have people playing the game that are veterans, but eventually they're gonna drop off, they're gonna move on, they're gonna quit the game. Not everyone sticks to a mobile game for 10 years straight, like this guy for Galaxy of Heroes, for example. So it is of the utmost importance for Raid Shadow Legends to be able to get new players into the game, so that way the game economy can live on. And how do you do that? Well, you incentivize them to come to the game by giving absolutely amazing champions gonna carry them for a lot of the stuff. And the other problem about games like Raid Shadow Legends, Marvel Strike Force, Galaxy of Heroes, and I actually had a conversation on my stream today on my main channel. It's very daunting coming to this game as a new player, not just Raid, but Marvel Strike Force and Galaxy. I would say they have a bigger problem. You have the impression with a game that's this many years behind, or this many years already into it, you're gonna feel that many years behind. Like in Galaxies, if you started Galaxy of Heroes today, unless you're gonna spend some solid money for their Lightspeed bundles, you are years and years and years behind. Like, let's say, for example, you wanna go build the, Leviathan, Darth Revan's ship. Good luck on that. You're gonna need to either spend thousands and thousands of dollars, or you're gonna need to spend, about 2, 3, 4 years playing the game for free to get this. That's not very enticing for players out there, right? And that's why I think I like Raid a lot, because I was behind several years, but I got into the game. I got a couple of good legendaries. I used Sun Wukong as my first code that I used, and I was able to engage with the content. And so I think Raid Shadow Legends does it very well, where you can be a new player coming to the game and it doesn't really feel like you're behind. You just got to pick up with whatever champions are there. You figure out how to use them in the content, and you can engage with the game at that point. So that is why I understand where Raid Shadow Legends is coming from. But two things can be true. I get it. I'm not mad about it. I'm glad they're trying to get new people into the game. But also, it would be nice if existing players got some love too, right? I mean, like, we do get free stuff, but it's for everybody, right? I think some people they want like something exclusive just for them, right? Like, for example, we got Artur. Where is he at? And he's not really crazy. Like, I didn't even bother summoning him. I'll wait for some sort of tournament to summon him. But he's a free champion. Wasn't really all that special. But being able to give away like the latest banger character, yeah, it's like in Galaxy of Heroes this month. In Galaxy of Heroes, we're basically getting a duplicate version of Mace Windu, right? We already have Mace Windu, but this one's got a robot, completely different. So the best way to describe it is like, imagine people would be furious in Galaxy of Heroes if they just gave Jedi Master Mace Windu completely for free, because each of these characters costs about $200. So it's not a one-to-one comparison, because it doesn't cost 600, what is this, 200, 400, 600, 800. It doesn't cost, let's say, $1,200 to get the new Fusion, right? Not nearly as much. So it's not a great one-to-one analogy, but I can tell you a lot of people would be mad in Galaxy of Heroes. They spent all this money and then Galaxy just gave this away for free. It's not a one-to-one economy, because Raid, they can pull it off because they have like 1,000 champions. Galaxy Heroes, they don't release nearly as much. I think in 2 months, Raid releases more characters than Galaxy Heroes in a whole year. Not a complete apples to apples comparison, but just to kind of get the point home, that people would be quite disappointed in. So all I'm saying is, if you are a new player, you take advantage of it. You are royalty in Raid Shadow Legends, or if you're an existing player, maybe you want to start a new account, there are a lot of amazing codes. So you have Demon Slayer. If you want to go for this guy, let's pull him up real quick one more time. If you want to get him, Demon Slayer in your first 24 hours. We also have all these codes. Gary, can you hide my ugly mug for a second, please? We have these codes as well. Desert Queen still works for Tahana Rack. Loki's expired. Alice is okay, but I think these two, might be arguably better than this fusion that we have here. And let's talk about it. So my recommendation, if you are a new player, use Desert Queen, Monkey King, or Demon Slayer in your first 24 hours. let's pull up the actual like ratings real quick. You know, this guy's still a little too early to tell the full picture. You know, there was some early testing gameplay. It looks good, don't get me wrong. You know, we have a 4.5 star overall rating for Thelen Foulbeard inside of, you know, Hell Hades website. You know, pretty good, you know, good or all-around experience. Solid in Demon Lord, solid in Hydra. These are great things for a new player. You want a character that can take you as far as you can in most content. Another thing is, just because you get a free legendary, it doesn't mean it's useful right away. You got to take it to 6 stars, you got to send them, you got to put the artifacts in them and book them up. So it's not like, you know, that one champion's going to completely change their gameplay, right? So yeah, so you know, he looks good. One could argue that Sun Wukong and Tahanarok are better ones though. So Sun Wukong, that was what I used when I was a new player. Monkey King, the promo code still works to this day. 4.5 star overall as well. About the same as, you know, Fjolan, whatever his name is, the new fusion in Hydra. Not as good as Demon Lord though, but a lot better in PvP. So some would say maybe Sun Wukong would be a little bit better. Tahanarok, an absolute god tier support champion. The Darth Trey, as I call her, of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Amazing in a lot of forms of content as well. So these are all very good, but it's one of those things where, you know, players have already had some very good ones. I think it's just more the proximity of releasing this as a freebie when it literally just came out that you and I have to grind for. So hopefully what I explained makes sense that new players, there's a reason why they're treated like royalty. They need new blood inside of Raid Shadow Legends, and what better way of doing it, especially when they're gonna have people promoting it in all these different avenues out there, like, hey, come play Raid Shadow Legends. Look how cool this dwarf is. Don't you want him? JK, you can't get him because you weren't here in time to do the fusion. Basically, you need to be here today to really have a chance of going for this fusion. We got the Spider Den tournament going on, right? And then we have a champion training tournament. If you miss like 2 or 3 of those, you're out of the running. You're not getting it. And especially a new player coming, you're not gonna have the resources to do this right away. So it makes sense to me. They want to make sure when people come to the game, they get the champions that maybe entice them to come, and also helps them out with whatever the new content is. Like right now in Raid, we have the new dungeon. I haven't touched it yet, just kind of opening up the game the first time today. We have this new event dungeon that's going on right now, and it looks like this new dwarf could be pretty solid for this too. So, you know, being able to make players feel like, hey, I'm able to play this new content, it's very important. And again, mobile games are a different breed, or they need to make sure they're bringing new players and the new players are happy, and then once those players are happy and staying, they gotta get the next batch of new players. But you know, I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are. You kind of feel that vibe where you know why they're doing it, but you kind of wish they would give us a little sugar sometimes, right? You know, the PP500, the promo code, you know, I appreciate the extra couple Plarium points, but I think people want to be like, give me get like 5 chickens every month, right? Something special like that. 5-star chickens. I don't know, maybe higher quality free legendaries. Even some people seem to not be incredibly excited after the kit reveal for the Sylvan Watcher legendary that's coming. I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to it. But some people are like, you know, they're not too sure if it's going to be amazing. I don't think she's in the game yet, right? Yeah, I don't think she's in the game yet. Not yet. Yes, she's going to be coming around July 3rd in phase 2, if I recall. But anyways, I'm passing the ball over to you guys. Let's hear what you guys think. And again, if you're a new player, you are royalty, and there are so many free champions like my giveaway. Use my link, my friends, and you'll be able to get Tagore right away. Ugo at level 15. Fane, amazing for the Demon Lord at level 30. And then Deacon Armstrong, one of the best epics in the game. You'll get him at level 40. That's going to be all for today. Best of luck on your journey in this fusion event. We got to do it the old-fashioned way around here. But you know what? At the end of the day, no matter if it's free, no matter if you got to grind for it, that's all irrelevant. Because around here, I got a simple philosophy that it's great to be in the Empire today. See you later.
Great to be in the Empire today. The sun never sets.